Hello. Hello. Hi, everybody. It's so good to be back with you today. I have not recorded a video in so long, but I'm here today to share with you the unboxing, kind of my new equipment. And I put it in quotations because it's kind of already unboxed. It's equipment that was given to me by people that just wanted me to have better equipment and had equipment they weren't using, so they gave it to me. But anyways, we can start actually with this microphone. So I have a video, by the way. I'm gonna do it kind of like half ASMR, half just unboxing. So, it may put you to sleep, it may not. You may be interested in what equipment I get. You may just be whatever. In any case, point is, the better equipment I have, the better videos will be. I guess I should go now. So, this microphone is a cardioid condenser. So, it does require a phantom power, and it also means that if I don't hold it correctly, and speak into it from the right angle, it's polar pattern. It looks like this. So it really only picks up audio from one place. Well, it does it. If I switch back to this side, you can't hear the sound as well as if I switch to this side. I think it'll still do the side stuff. I don't really know. I haven't had much of a chance to experiment with it. But anyways, if I wanted to go left or right, I can always just pan it. That's the other thing. The next thing that I want to show you. I got Logic Pro, mainly for music, but I figured it would work just as well for my YouTube videos because it'll let me record longer than 15 minutes, unlike the other app I was using. So, yeah. The next thing, I finally got an interface as well to use with the computer. This is the Scarlett Solo Focusrite. I don't know which generation it is. It probably says it's somewhere. But it is an interface that works. That is what matters the most. It has input for a microphone, which is where I have my microphone plugged in. It also has the input for an external instrument, like a guitar, so I can plug my electric into it and play on an audio channel instead of having to record it acoustically on the amp. And then I can just change the sound in the DAW as well. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. It also has a place to plug in headphones, but until very, very recently, I didn't have headphones that would plug into it. I actually still don't know if those would plug into it. But it's fine. I just usually plug my headphones into my computer. That's what I'm doing right now. I have them plugged into the computer as an external device thingy. Yeah, external audio device, whatever it calls it. Output device, external phones, yeah. So, yeah, it works just as well either way. Also, it's given this cable for the microphones, plug it into the interface, and a cable to plug the interface into the computer. So that's wonderful. This is like the most basic of audio setups, and I still didn't have it for the entirety of recording my album twice and 2 extended plays. So it's really this is a mic stand. I'm not using it at the moment because I'm sitting on my bed, but I'm going to use it when I move back to the table. Next, this one is a little bit of an unboxing. I got this microphone. This one is CAD audio. It is more used. It's sort of similar to the Shure that you're using live performances. It's got, you know, the indestructible outer grate that protects the pop filter and all that stuff. Let's open her up. Oh yeah. Nice. This one is going to be better if I ever want to perform live with equipment that I own, just kind of set up and play. I can plug this into an amp and perform that way. If I have before plugged a microphone into my guitar amp and then played my acoustic without an amp and had, you know, sung into the microphone while using a pick on the acoustic, and they're about, it sounds loud enough for you to hear me. But because usually if I'm using a pick, if I'm strumming with a pick, it's much harder to hear me singing. Just because my voice is softer than the guitar is. So having a live performance mic is good. Plus, this one is going to be better in general for recording vocals because that's what it's made for. The one I'm using right now, I'm probably going to use for recording instrumentation. Unless I just want the vocals to sound some type of way that this microphone does a better job of. Here it is. This will go on the stand so I can attach my microphone to the stand. I'm very happy about this. I also have another interface. This one still has like little things you're supposed to peel off on it, so I'm not sure how often she used this. This also has some 2 channels where you can plug in a microphone, or you can plug in an instrument. It's got to be a newer generation, so it's probably more expensive than the other one I have. It also has the place for headphones, an option for fan power, and the monitor input. Plus, you can record left and right separately on this if you have 2 microphones to plug into. And you can also plug 2 separate speakers. That's what it looks like. There's a left and right output. So if you were to plug speakers into that, you could hear them differently on the left. Anyways, so there's that. Here's the microphone cable. And for the microphone I'm using, the end of the microphone cable can only plug into a microphone input on the interface. This cable has this kind of end. It's like the end of a guitar cable. So I could plug that microphone into my amp, and that would be wonderful. Finally, I've got these headphones. They are Scarlett Studio headphones, which are some of the best in some of the better ones. I actually don't know that much of headphones. Not enough to say these are some of the best in the industry, but you know, they're made by a music company meant for mixing and audio production. production and engineering, so they're gonna be better than what I have, that's for sure. Because I got these on a plane, got them on a flight to Turkey, I think. So, anything's gonna be better than these. I do have another pair of headphones that I've been using to record. They are, what are they called? Chain Lab, I think. I forget, but they're like Bluetooth headphones. You can also attach a cable to plug them into a device so you can listen that way. But I've been using them for recording, and they're not the best for mixing and recording. So it's better to have more professional ones like these. But yeah, that's my haul. To talk about. I guess I could ramble for a little bit if you don't want me to. Welcome to my bed, by the way. This is Princess. I've had her since I was in kindergarten. This is my favorite corner of my room, to be honest. I've got my little records. Oh, there's a record player right there. I do have several records and vinyls. I do want to do a video tapping on them and showing them to you guys. I haven't gotten around to it, and it would probably have to be 2 separate videos because I really don't have that many. But if I want to read all the titles of the things on them and tell you what songs are my favorites, that's gonna take a hot minute segment. I've got maybe like a little under 10. So I don't know. I don't really know. I'd have to divide it up. I'd have to sit on it for a bit. But anyways, I am really, really excited about this equipment, especially because I am releasing some new music very soon. It's not original pieces, it's 2 covers. So if you like Cave Town, you're gonna like these. Especially if you like Juliet and Laundry Day, because those are the 2 I'm doing. I had a big photo shoot recently to promote I guess it's technically an EP, but it's an EP of 2 covers. So I did a little cottagecore photo shoot to promote it because I am very proud of them. It's my first time releasing something that I knew what I was doing when I produced them all by myself. I did all the mixing and the tweaking, audio tweaking, all the there's so much to it that I just didn't realize when I was first starting out, the noise gates and the compression and the filters and the correcting, there's so many, the EQ, there's so many things that go into it that you don't realize until you really get into it, and then it's like, whoa, there's so much stuff. And I had to take a class where I was formally taught and introduced to all the different types of equipment and technology and ways, things in the DAW that you can use to enhance your sound. I was like, wow, I wish I'd known about this sooner. Not that I did any research into it on my own, but sorry. It's way better for me if another person is sitting down and teaching me. I couldn't tell you why I don't learn very well from videos. I only learn well somebody's explaining it to me in terms I will understand, and in a way, I don't know, I need like that kind of connection, I guess, like human connection, and my ability to be like, wait, I didn't understand it when you said it that way, can you say it another way? So when teachers have like, they give you the notes and they just yap, like they just read exactly what's on the page, I'm like, okay, well, this isn't helpful. I don't feel like I'm getting anything out of this. I just, like, I could take these notes on my own, you know, especially if they're teaching straight out of a textbook with no actual lecture. It's just straight up what's in the book. I'm like, I could read this on my own. Why do I, you know, why am I paying you to teach me? I could just learn this on my own, you know. So, but I loved my intro to music tech teacher. He was wonderful. I learned so much from him, and he was very, very gracious. I turned in a lot of things late, mostly because I needed to. I would never turn anything late just because I didn't want to do it, and I did it later. And I don't have to things. I try to do the whole thing and to the best of my ability. So I was very grateful that he would let me take time for myself when I needed it and work on turning things in at my own pace whenever I could. I did get it all in time to get my final project and everything started on time and wrapped up on time, and my final project turned out really good too. That one actually is gonna go on my next album, which is fully written and fleshed out, and all I need to do is record, produce, everything else. You know, it's not like all I need to do, but you know, it's done being written. So the first stage is over. I'm really excited for this album too. It's gonna be really cool. I don't want to say too much, but because we'll get there when we get there. And right now the focus is on my Cape Town covers, but it's gonna be a good album. I'm excited for everyone to hear it when I finally sit down and record it. But yeah. So I think this is probably a good place to end the video. It's gonna be a shorter one. But yeah, it was really fun to introduce all of you guys to my new technology and to talk about it, and good to feel like I'm talking to you guys again, because I have missed making videos. I've been so busy, especially working. I've been working so much. My classes are so, I don't want to say terrible, but my schedule is terrible. Next semester, it's not going to leave me a lot of time to do work. Like, that makes me money. So I'm working really hard this summer, and hopefully I won't have to work hard during the semester to make money and to make ends meet, because I just might not have time. And you know, when I do have the time, if I am spending all my time doing stuff and I don't have time to slow down and take a break, my mental health is just gonna decline, and I know that. And I know that the only way to handle that is to get ahead. So that's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, it's great to talk to you. I hope that you enjoyed hearing from me.